Can you show me the place heading on the map? You like exploring? Okay. The place we're going to is a snowy peak. Kind of looks like a starfish. We're going to be like right under his right arm, which I think touches the top of this river. This set of lakes here is in the starfish's crotch. Spotted? Cool. I love it. Target acquired, might make your way over. Cool. If you feel so inclined, you could go to our Discord and post screenshots in the BitCraft channel. So you could like spoil for everybody in the stream here who might be interested in seeing it. Because I'm curious too. I am so curious. It's gonna be beautiful. I've got big hopes. Like, we did some exploring on our last stream. Like, our last stream's entire purpose was to, like, check the viability of the pine forest as a place we might want to live. And so we did some exploring. The very first place we found was a lake right here. This lake right here, particularly this area, is a beautiful place for a village. If I wasn't trying to find an empire, and if Zarud didn't make me nervous as a neighbor, I would totally settle there. I would set that up as my own little camp. And like whatever empire got built around me, whatever, that would be my settlement. Ignoring empires seems like one of the best ways to win at this game. Because the world is huge. There's no reason like for the empires to be as huge as they are, other than like vanity purposes. But they also don't have like real effects on like settlements. And so the smart way to play to avoid like losing your bank account is just to like find your perfect place, build a city there, maybe invite people to join, or just watch them join naturally. Like the game kind of forces pro-social behavior, which is pretty good because that's exactly what I need to socialize. Like if it was optional, I'd never see another human being in my life. In game either. Something's happening over there. I think we're close to Dragon's Tail. Let's make a little pit stop, shall we? Because I am curious about a couple things. What's going on? If they have a waypoint set up, we can see how much it'll cost to teleport with all our stuff. The trouble is, I don't think I can teleport with all these logs. I don't know, for stream reasons at least, I should pop in and just see what it's like. The game wants you to be an introvert. Scary, right? The game kind of forces you to work together. There's also like nothing in the rule book that says you have to interact. Alright. Let's check out this lovely little city they got going here. No. How do I get out of up there without straining my life. Hey, mushrooms. Hey, Dragon's Tail. This is a very new settlement, too. That's kind of cute. Like what you've done with the place. I like this little pattern. Might steal that. Alright. So if I wanted to teleport to Fallow Shade, it would cost me 71 energy out of my 86. The big problem with that is I would lose my logs. So my logs are on a raft, and I think they need to be in my cart. But, like, I don't know if you can teleport with a cart. Can you teleport with a cart? Let me down. It definitely incentivizes. The cart stays behind. Yeah. See, we can't do that this first time. Because one of the big problems... Can I steal one of their boats? I'm like Grand Boat Auto here. The answer is no. I can be a passenger in their boat. It was worth a try. I think they'd understand if they saw like how far I needed to go. Like worst case scenario, I think they can like recall the boat. And then I just fall out in the ocean. That would be funny. Yeah, cart says stays behind, so cargo cannot be teleported, only small items. Yeah. And that might be a huge part. Oh, here's the swamp. The swamp's a terrifying place. I think it's got killer hummingbirds and toad turrets. Thoughts on the great game? Worth a try at the moment? I would say so. It might depend on your goals a little bit. I think they're missing some key features, and I think it'll definitely be better after early access. I might not be around after early access. That's the thing. Like, I tend to get a game out of my system. But this game, at the very least, is cost effective for me. It's hitting me kind of like Valheim hit me. And I want to drop like 40 hours in this. Did I say 40? I meant 400. Like, I'm fully invested. Like, I'm playing this and my breaks at work. It's a great game for that. Because you, like, start a crafting project, then you've got, like, 3 minutes to eat while it finishes. You're listening to podcasts. You're catching up on the movies you missed. It's so good. And then, like, every now and then you're just, like, talking with your homies who've moved into your city and have big dreams. Like, about building, like, their massive trade empires or starting, like, a fishing village in the middle of the sea. Yeah, you're about done with Dune. No, the end game hurts. No end game for Dune? So, Dune has mandatory PvP endgame, but devs did say that they were going to fix that. I don't know if they have yet. I don't think they have. I think they just said they're going to. They like put out like a big transparent press release and they're like, it sucks. Everyone hates it. I'm sorry. And it really did kind of sound like that. Yeah, it's been fixed. Awesome. Okay. So if that's been fixed in Dune, then that means you can get all of the endgame materials in Dune without playing against another player or playing with another player at all. It would definitely be easier if you get into like the hardcore PvP zones, but they they want it to be possible for you to ignore those if necessary. All right. Where am I in the world? Oh, hey, thank you for the follow. Whoop. We gotta go around the Lich Core Dominion. Now, these guys are like the OG rock dwellers. Like, they dropped this colony so fast when the game like first came out. Like, I don't know what they're doing out here. I think they're vibing and RPing really hard. They added PvE to the desert. Yeah. Not fixed, but some stuff to do, right? Well, they made it better. Which, to be honest, is something Funcom's been doing. Like, I played Conan Exiles when it first came out. It was kind of a mess. But then they added the battle pass and like started adding tons and tons of content to it. And it suddenly became really, really fun. I got really into it. My friends didn't. Like, that one was a little harder to find like your direction in. Like, if you're in Valheim, you always know what you have to do next. If you're in this game, you always know what you have to do next. Like, you've got some very clear goals. Like, our goal was Empire. And so, first day, we grinded out like 30% of the research we needed for a settlement. Then I just kept grinding throughout the week, streaming some of it. Honestly, I probably put 40 hours in the first week when I normally put in like about 20. But we got the settlement research, and then it was just kind of a matter of being prepared for today. Big settlement day. Where we find our dream home. And in classic me fashion, my dream home is millions of miles away from everybody else. I'm a bit of a hermit at heart. Like, you ever hear people talk about like not being able to be away from people for too long? That is not my issue. Like, I respect that issue. But like, if the entire world like left me alone for 3 months, I'd be so happy. There was one semester or one summer in college. I worked for a guy in Singapore. And since like I'm just turning my work into him whenever I get it done, since we can't be expected to keep the same schedule, like I fell into like my natural sleep schedule of waking when I wasn't tired and going to sleep when I was. And my college roommates went home for the summer. So I just had the entire house to myself. And it was so good. Like 3 months. And I would go to sleep around like 7 a.m. when I started hearing the birds chirping. I was like, oh, better go to sleep. It'll be more difficult in a minute. Like, first bird chirps, I'm like, I'm going to bed. You'll be on soon? Nice. Did Megumi. So if you're curious about the size of our empire, I think officially or unofficially, it's about 6 people now. There's me, my brother Mutation, 11, who was the 3rd person to join the Empire, Dark Poets, a lovely guy in Germany who saw the videos and wanted to join, Shin Megumi has been watching the playthrough and wanted in, and Kenshin just expressed interest in joining the Empire. I'm so excited. I was gonna wait until like after I set down the Empire to like invite all my streamer friends, just so like I knew they'd have a place to go. Also, everybody currently in chat or anybody watching the YouTube videos later, you're welcome to join the Empire too. After like it gets established, I'll even put out like a big recruitment video on YouTube to drive traffic there. Are we at the point where I can just drive north? Wow, that's a lot of open sea. Wonder what kind of server issues I'm gonna run into. Like if we veer off to the left slightly, we're gonna have to like log into a different server entirely. So I'm not gonna try not to straddle the hex line, so I don't like cause some weird server explosions. Because if like straddling the hex line kept making it load like one region versus the other, I can only imagine what that would do to me. Especially since I've got the weird rubber banding going on. You don't think there's any load point? Well, there's no... They tried to make it seamless. But like you're still going to be like transferring your character data from like one server to another? I want to believe that's how that works. Whenever I teleport to another region, the game always crashes for me the first time in a day. So I don't want to like tease the edge of the regions if I can help it. I feel like that would cause problems. You're working on some stuff to help track the goals and such for the tasks? Nice. Oh, you mean popping back and forth? Yeah. That's what I'm concerned with as far as like server hopping goes. Did I pack food? You can starve to death. I did pack food. Thanks, Mom. Let me go ahead and eat those mushrooms. We got fish bulbs for days. I even brought a towel. The leather towel. Probably not ideal, but you never know. Okay, you know what? I am now really happy with the number of fish I'm seeing. Like, the coastline is just extremely polluted with fish. But out here in the deep sea, this is like the ideal number of fishing nodes. Like, if you're like a level 10 fisherman, like you might have to like peek around a little bit to find your school of flawless lake fish in the middle of the ocean. Anyway, I found flawless lake fish in the middle of the ocean. That's cool. I need level 100 fishing to get those. But, like, you'd have to sail around a little bit, and like these schools, they'll last like a solid 15 minutes. Flawless bait fish. You'll need those for the flawless lake fish. Oop, I'm about to straddle the line. Correct. Heading a little bit. But yeah, like what would annoy me as a fisherman is like having so many schools of fish around me that like I can barely click on the water, which is what it's like in the shores. In the shallows, it's kind of brutal. Like I accidentally click on these guys or these guys, magnificent ocean fish. Love them. Those are some magnificent ocean fish. Damn. Got little pointy noses. Oop. I'm getting close to the date line again. Wish there was a hotkey you could hold and not try and collect while walking, right? Me too. Man. Is everyone seeing those restream messages? I hope only I see the restream achievements. Because it is going a little crazy at the moment. When I hit 100 messages, it just feels the need to like shout out to everybody. And I haven't found a way to turn that off. I need to straight up kill restream at some point. You only see what the cool YouTube chatters say? Nice. Okay, good. So the restream achievements are only for me. That's a relief. Because otherwise it's spamming this achievement like every time I stream. And it's super annoying. Like, I'm very grateful that I'm getting 100 chat messages a day. But at the same time, like, after that starts happening, it should stop being a big deal. Like, I really hope it happens again. Now I'll get really sad if I don't see the achievement. I've already got it set up so I like have no idea how many viewers I'm actually streaming to. The idea is like, if I keep rambling, not knowing anybody's there, like I'll just be well practiced for when they actually are there. Drinking vanilla Coke. I tried to quit soda. I actually managed to, but then today came up and I was just like, it's gonna be me holding down the mouse button, possibly for hours. You know, enjoying the time. Do you guys want me to put like some sea shanties on or something? Because I have that ability. We also do hip hop or funk. You ended up replacing soda with coffee? Yeah. Coffee only tastes good when it's hot chocolate, though. You know what I mean? Like, I know why Starbucks is popular. Sugarheart karaoke stream? Ooh. I think about that, but not like, I gotta sing as it comes up naturally, otherwise. Oof. I think about singing on stream a lot, but I am not a good singer. Hang on, let me log into Epidemic Sound here. The Wellerman. I don't have a license for the Wellerman. Enjoy discount licensed music. Where are you? Shanty. There's a bunch of songs named... What? Oh. Oh, okay, I can look that up as a reference song. For a second, I thought I did have the Wellerman. I was like, I guess that makes sense. The song's 10,000 years old. You can pump up the jam a little louder than that. Oh, what do I got? Da 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 da. You're going with your Dwarf Fortress Drinking Industry playlist? Nice call. Apparently I'm going with da 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 do. This is like royalty-free pentatonics is what's going on right now. Do 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 do. It's movement groove. Ba ba da 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 da. We are sailing so far north. Let's look at the sky. Ba ba. Magnificent ocean fish. No, they don't really work as lyrics. Too many words. Alright, next one. Hang on, this is just the same guy, right? This is a different song, apparently. I think they found, like, one guy who said, da, once. Some poor Russian just happened to say yes in a sing-songy voice. And they clipped the sound, then adjusted the pitch and just put him over and over and over again in like 800 songs. Isn't AI wonderful? Ba 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 ba. I am learning to raft. I am practicing my craft. Trying to come up with lyrics, but I am daft. Does anyone feel that breeze? Or is it just a draft? Ba 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 ba. What's the Empire name? The Empire is gonna be the Cozy Empire. That was what the community voted it to be, and that's what it will be. We will be the Cozy Empire. I kinda like it. It's got good SEO. Travel north to Draxion. Press T to travel. Pressing T. Is that the name of the region? And the game exploded. Okay, hang on. Relogging. Still haven't set it up? Yeah. It turns out rafting is a lot slower than anticipated. How long have I been streaming? An hour and a half. Let us check out the distance traveled. Okay. I've just crossed over into Region 8. And we need to be here in Region 7. So, in an hour and a half, came up here, traveled around the edge of the world here, and now I'm just in like open ocean heading north. We were really crazy. We could settle... Never mind, somebody's claimed it. Alright. You're almost 10 rafting? You were looking for me, but found mutation. Nice. Sorry, the buzz are getting a little loud here. Come on, get me out of this reference track. Where's the discover by genres? Show me all the genres. Let's find shanties. Because apparently all I get are ba-ba-bas. Shanty? C. Sea shanty? No, I don't have it. Okay. Well, that's enough of that. What can we do? We could do some soul? Let's try soul. Let's see. What's the difference on carts? Do we know yet? We do. We do. Hang on. Mutation, do you mind looking that up for me? So in the BitCraft resources channel on my Discord, I've got something that's like BitCraft numbers and extra useful things. And so we can find out like what skill level you need, like what inventory space it has. Bricko sells the upgrades, yeah. I think the biggest deal with the card upgrade is really like the extra cargo slot. You need the higher tier lumber thing. What do you mean higher tier lumber thing? Do you mean just straight up tier 2 trunks? Or do you mean like you need a tier 2 axe? Or higher than that even. Improved carts have like 16 spaces and 2 big slots. Nice. Yes, okay, you need tier 2 trunks. Okay, if you need to know where to find them, they're in the Calm Forest. Just outside of like the tutorial area. But yeah, those are kind of a big deal. You need to find the higher mats. I can help you out. Alright, so odds are you're in a ruined city. If you did like the tutorial area, you're kind of in here. Tutorial cities are all surrounded by this slightly darker green area. That's where you find the tier 2 trunks. Birch are the tier 2. And so like, sorry, back to the map. One of the best things you can do is just like sneak into a nearby settlement. We went to the Venture Trading Co. They have like a place on the beach here. And that's where we farmed our tier 2 stuff. I haven't really been to Region 8, but since I'm in it now, I can only see their territories. But like, if you were in Region 8, where's the major city in Region 8? I'm struggling. There's one, Gloamspire. So you like wander out of Gloamspire to like Rizzled Keep. And that would be like your best bet for like grinding the tier 2 items. Okay, you see the white trunks? Neat. The next problem you might run into is you have to be level 20 to harvest them. And you also have to have at least a Fairlight axe. You're home. Nice. We're in Region 8. We're halfway there. Which means this is about a 3-hour raft trip. Oh wow, yeah. Like things start to slow down a little bit. once you get to tier 2. And then you start to notice like how important everyone else is. You're working for tier 2 tools now? Yeah. So the best thing you can do is partner up with somebody. Because to make a single tier 2 tool, you need somebody who has level 20 hunting, level 20 leatherworking, level 20 carpentry, level 20 tailoring. Did I say tailoring? Level 20 farming, level 20 foraging. Did I say forestry or carpentry? Because you need both of those. And level 20 mining and level 20 smithing. So like around this point, you start to see like how dependent you are on other people. So the best thing you can do is like join a settlement and then like offer to help to make their tools as well. Like you're a forester, you can be like, hey, would you guys like 20 logs? I'll get you 20 logs. But what I need is like 2 strips of leather, 2 rope, 4 iron ingots. Let's see, you need to get skills to 20. Right now, you can't do much if you leave the early city. Yeah. That's mostly true. In the resources in the Discord, and I'll post that again for anyone who's following along. In the BitCraft resources channel, you can check the biome and see what tier 1 materials the pine forest has. Those will be things like jobs you can level up while you're there. I imagine there's probably some like foraging you could do or something like that. There's also some things you can build. Like I think, and it just dawned on me that I took tier 2 fertilizer instead of tier 1. I think the farming plots need tier 1 fertilizer to build. And so if you could find like some tier 1 strawberries, you could bring those up there, convert them to fertilizer, and you could like build the farmland. Yeah, exclamation Discord. Oh, that might not work on YouTube. Did you see the message that Stream Elements posted? Restream should have copied that over to YouTube, but maybe it didn't work. Okay, so if it didn't work on Discord, if you can't see the invite link, what you should do is check the description. I should have a link to the Discord in there. Might be a pain if you're on a phone. I don't know how you're watching me right now. But I try to have a link to the Discord absolutely everywhere so everyone can find me. Except Twitter. I've noticed if I post the Discord link in Twitter, we get bombarded with bots. So that one they just kind of have to deal with. They have to find me through other means. Masonry is almost at 10. That's a good one. You know what I discovered recently? When I got masonry up to level 20, I found a geode. And I cracked away that geode and it taught me how to make jewels. And so I started like just harvesting rocks for geodes, and I got enough gems that I made a gem encrusted ring, and that boosts my gathering and crafting speed 5%. So good. Whoop. Hang on. We're passing Lonely Island, which is fitting because I'm on a boat. But yeah, if you want to like level up masonry but you're tired of making bricks, You could throw like some gems in there. Then you find yourself some ingots, and then you can make a ring. Looks you didn't get high enough sailing to get the skiff. Yeah, I didn't imagine that this would be this bad. Fortunately, it should... Oh, hey! Thank you so much for the raid. Who was that? Like, the text was blue and it was on the ocean. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Welcome. Neelan Kerr. Hello, Neelan Kerr. Thank you so much for the raid. That's the first time I've heard that name. I hope you're having a great day. What were you playing? Not a big deal, but wanting to check it out? Yeah. So, I should introduce myself. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. I'm a variety streamer. But I'm fully committed to this game for a long time. Because I sprained my finger. It's a nice low-impact game. And we want to found like a cozy empire. We're gonna go full hog into this. Like, I have to see what, like, the deep game looks like. BitCraft as well. You're watching a tourney that happened in Region 5. I just sailed from Region 5.
Thanks, Granddad.
Oh, hey, thank you for the follow. Carry on. So, like, we grew up in Redfen, moved to Venture Trading Co. to, like, level up our Tier 2 stuff. And now we're off sailing to our base location in the deep, deep north.
Thanks, Granddad.
Thank you for the follow. You were drawn here because you could swear you've seen me on a YouTube short before. I would love to see a link to that YouTube short. I do allow, like, remixing of my videos. I've never posted a short before. But I would love to find, like, a fan posting of my short. You can also keep that a secret if you're worried for their, like, safety or, like, that I'd get all litigious about it or something. Like, frankly, if somebody wanted to make, like, a clip channel of me, I'd be delighted. Like, as far as I'm concerned, that can only help me grow. But I do post, like, little half-hour videos. And they're actually doing really well. My BitCraft stream is doing about 8 times better than my average stream. I think it's because I'm very good at doing menial tasks and rambling at the same time. Like, I hope I can make sailing a raft for 3 hours interesting. Because that seems to be where we're at. I also hear that I'm good because my voice is, like, not terrible. This is the best way to describe it. Got a good, not terrible voice. People often listen to me to fall asleep. A lot of people listen to me on, like, 1.5 or 2x speed. That seems a little much for me. I'm a little old for that kind of nonsense. Are these giant koi? It's a school of flawless ocean fish. They're beautiful. They're like little koi shark. Not a clue. It was ages ago. Did I ever play Satisfactory? That could have been it. Yeah. Marlins to my right. Are they like the good Marlins? I mean, they're all magnificent ocean fish. Flawless lake fish. Abyssal swordfish. Lots of cool things out here in the ocean. They look like it? Yeah, okay, so like the level 9 ocean fish have swordfish noses. They might be marlins too, but not like the marlins. I think they reuse a lot of the fish models. But yeah, Satisfactory. So, Satisfactory was kind of a viral hit for me. I think it's because I had like a little bit of a clickbaity title. It was like, this is my actual job. How bad could I be? Like, I'm not proud of that title. I usually try to make it like pun-oriented. But I can't deny that like that one got me the clicks. I kind of wish I leaned into that one harder. Because I was playing a lot off stream and just like showing like highlights for that game. Yeah, you remember that title? Nice! And it makes me really happy that somebody has found me twice. That was fun, man. I enjoyed Satisfactory. Like, that was a game that really hit the spot. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always having fun, but like, sometimes like, it's like cookies versus like cheesecake. Like, cookies are great. I'll take a cookie every single day, and they're not hard to come by. But like, every now and then, a cheesecake falls into your lap, and you're like, yeah. I think this game might be a cheesecake for me. You found me by pure luck while at work. Listen to you while working on stuff. That's what I'm good for. I'm background noise. Not so distracting that you can't get work done. But not so dull that, like, it's incredibly boring either. Satisfactory is great, yeah. At first I was trying to make like a giant distributed factory. It was my first time. I was playing kind of blind. I waited so patiently for the 1.0 release. And so like I was going into everything for the first time, and I was going for like a distributed microservice kind of ecosystem. And then at the last second I pivoted and I'm like, you know what? It is time to make the mega factory. And I did. And by the time I was done, someone had posted a message like, I can't watch you, it's too red. And I realized like, yeah, it is too red. Red's my favorite color, so it like didn't impact me at all, but like, man, it was just like a solid red screen. Let's see. You think you only saw the video because you were playing at the time too? Played through the whole thing with friends? Nice. I couldn't get my friends to play. We all kind of wanted to set up our own independent factories and like eventually like link them all together. But it's kind of a one factory system. My friends went off and had like babies or something, and now like they can't coordinate a game night. So so our game nights have kind of fallen apart. We need like staggered game nights. I was trying to get them to play this with them. They actually are the ones who introduced me to this game. They're like, hey, look at this, it's pretty. And they're right. Was pretty. You get to be like these cute little ragdoll guys. It's ideal. That's what I want to be in real life. Let's see. When you guys come back from your first run after founding, you got a bunch of tree pots and seeds. So you guys can plant seeds. Is that a thing that works? I want to believe that works, because that's huge. Because if you get... Like, I haven't tried to plant seeds in a tree pot yet. But if I can put birch seeds in a pot and grow birch plant trees in our pine forest, you can plant trees in certain biomes. Okay. But this is a biome where birch trees aren't native. So if you can put them in a tree pot and have it grow, that would be neat. Like, you can't plant birch in the windswept plains. And the windswept plains, that feels awful to me. Feels like living in Kansas or North Dakota. Like, it's beautiful in its own way, but like, I'm from the deep north myself. I need the trees. I want to not be able to know what's like 30 feet out there past the trees. Oh, I'm starving to death again. More fish bulbs. Glad I had the foresight to bring food. I didn't think I'd encounter the starving mechanic, but it seems we're getting there. It's gonna be out another hour? Where are we? Hey! We're passing like the main continent. Just a little farther north than Gloam Spire. And Charlo here is gonna be the closest town to our area. So if you took a raft from Charlo to our base, it's going to be about an hour. That's me. Thank you so much for the cheer. That's really nice of you. And, let me check something. Did that do the thing? It should have done a thing. So I did the thing where I linked my Twitch account to my BitCraft account. So I should get Hexite shards for that. I would recommend nobody else cheer if that's the goal. It doesn't update in the game until you restart. Pause. Stop sailing. Or don't stop sailing. If we finally got autopilot on, it feels like we've got autopilot on. Okay, there we go. Alright. Restart the game entirely? You know what? I'm gonna exit the game entirely. Then we're gonna log back in. And I'm gonna see it. Autopilot is crazy. Yeah, it's not there. But I do want to verify that the cheering bits worked. Like, I want to say, like, I don't recommend spending real money on this game. But I did do the Twitch integration for cheering to reward us Hexite shards. Yeah, hey, there they are. Thank you for supporting the Empire. I will put that right into the Empire furnace, and we will burn it for Empire points. You got the Hexite shards on your end? Yeah. Yeah. So, like, I didn't want to, like, participate in that system necessarily. Because I want you to be able to afford ice cream and whatnot. You know, the good things in life. But, like, since the devs announced that was going to be a thing, I had to do the integration so that, like, nobody got shafted by donating Hexite shards thinking it would go to the Empire and not getting. You can click further out on the map. Here, I'll show you what happened there. So I click out on the map. That's as far as I can click, and we'll just see how far it goes. In Region 5, I was rubber banding really hard, like the second I let go of the mouse. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you wish. You wish. That makes sense. You initially registered as a viewer through their system, but forgot to relink as a streamer when you started during the demo. Ooh. Got some donations these past few days and realized you hadn't had it properly set up. Brutal. But if you were cool about it, not like me who was, you know, immediately checking my wallet like I've never seen a nickel in my life. Like maybe they just kind of assumed they were helping the Empire. And they left happy with a big smile on their face, not knowing that they had accidentally just gave you money. The worst crime in the world. Heading out to explore that location? I might meet you there. You said you have a skiff? You'll probably get there before me. Though like a goat mount raft combo could also probably get their way before me. They got their shards at least, but you missed out on 5k shards. Oof. Yeah, we got like the 10,000 we got. And if I understand correctly, it takes 2,500 to start an empire, so like we've still got 3/4 of our hexite shards on top of that. So we just get like a small little cozy empire. And we just kind of like sit on the rest of the money and let it fuel the empire we've got. But if we're at risk of losing the empire, I'll start diverting like the ad revenue that these videos have gotten me and the subscriptions that these videos have got me into the empire, so that the empire is sustained by itself. But like to that point, if for some reason the empire like balled out of control and my videos did millions, I would also donate that to the empire and we'll just take over the entire northern continent as cozily as possible. Let's see. Once you found it, if the article was right, your personal hexite isn't used after the initial founding. Oh. Nice. What's nice is how the shards are replenished when they reset. Oh! I didn't know that was a thing. You get shards back after the wipe? That's huge. Because if you get shards back after the wipe, you could just like shovel them into the cozy empire while you're feeling out if you like this game or if you like our empire. And if you hate our empire, you can just like get your money back and then go found your own empire with blackjack and hookers. I gotta stop making that reference. I need to pretend to be cozy. I did apply to be a BitCraft partner. I think that means I get a little icon up here, and maybe they'll feature my empire name in trailers. We can become big enough or cool enough. What region am I in? Technically 8. Where am I? Alright, zooming out. Just past here. We're almost parallel with Charlo, and where we're heading is region 7. This lake, I feel like, is going to be a beautiful place for our settlement. So that's the goal. With black sponge cake and tea. I think tea will be a big part of our empire, yes. Because we're going to be like right next to the snowy peaks. You applied for the partner announcement too? Not sure you'll get it? I hope you do. I mean, you're getting more through hexite donations than I am, so you gotta be a pretty rad streamer. I'm gonna check you out. If I can remember. This stream might go on for 12 hours. And so we got like 10 hours left in the stream. And so I hope I remember your name fondly by the end of it. But a lot will have happened by then. I barely remember my own name at this point. Not even, just a few eccentric viewers. Those are the best kind. Yeah, I'm a little hopeful for the partner agreement. Like I said, this stream's doing 8 times better than my average stream. I think a lot of people are really on the fence about this game. Like, it sounds too good to be true. And then they hear, oh, hey, thank you for the follow, Chef Murda. Chef Murda, would you like to join the Cozy Empire? I would love to try some murder. 100%. This game has a great community too. I have noticed that. Like, if this game's gonna thrive for any reason, it's gonna be the people in it. Like, if, I don't know, say Elon Musk dropped in here and decided he was gonna buy the entire map because he can. Like, he could, and you couldn't stop him. So, like, that would ruin it. But, oh, you're part of the United States of BitCraft. I saw you guys. Let's check out your empire. I believe you are region 3? Isle of Man, south. South. There you go. A lovely region. It looks like, oh yeah, you get some nice calm forest. And is this a pine forest? Very nice. Do you know how the regions are mapped number-wise? Yes. And I disagree with the numbering system entirely. I wish I could zoom all the way out. But in the upper left, you have 7, then 8, then 9. The next row down, 4, 5, 6. Then at the very bottom, 1, 2, and 3. Now there's a way you can see what region you're in if you're ever confused. If you go to settings, enable debug F keys, apply, confirm. Let me see if I can guess what it is. F4? There we go. Region 8. I'm in 7 now. It says I'm in region 7. It says I'm in... Oh! It's telling me where my mouse is pointing. Show me region 7. Where did it go? Oh? Anyway. Yeah, you can get debug chords on your game to, like, let you know exactly where you are. You haven't made it that way yet? You know it's pretty mountainous to your east? Yeah. It's the whole... All the regions are super weird. Like, they're all very similar and very unique at the same time. Like, Region 5 had a lot of really good regions for starter nations, but then, like, 3 took up all the good spots. Brutal. Ads. Yeah. Sorry about the ads. About to harvest and dump to get T2. Unless you need T1 mats. I don't know, do whatever you feel. The answer is yes, we will need tier 1 mats, but like, I don't think it's crucial. So if you're just trying to level up as fast as possible, do what you think levels up as fast as possible. Like, if you're leveling foraging, I hear harvesting plant roots is the fastest way to level that. But if you're leveling hunting, killing sprees, where you don't pick up any corpses, is the fastest way to level that. But
you're here to stay every night and day. I'm delighted 'cause I got you.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it. That was like I don't think I've ever heard that sub message before. Man, Restream sucks. It doesn't tell me like what kind of sub you gave me. Now let me check Twitch dashboard. What have we got? Subscribe for 1 month at tier 1. I really appreciate it. That's a vanilla sub, not like the Twitch Prime sub. Yeah, that was a small gif of me getting hugged by what is his name? Michaela? And Consort Radon from the Elden Ring DLC. Probably my biggest achievement streamed. Like, yeah, that's the one. Look at the hug. Oh man, do I have that sound turned up way too loud? I cranked up the sound of my notifications. Thank you so much, by the way, Chef Murda, for the sub. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, kill those ads. Full power to you. Another option, if you go to a lot of different Twitch streams, there's a thing called Twitch Turbo, and it's kind of like YouTube Premium or like Amazon Prime. Well, no, Amazon still gives you ads. Terrible. But like Twitch Turbo is good because you can watch all of the streams ad free, and like I get like a little bonus revenue. Like I think I get a slightly higher rate than if you'd watch the ads themselves. Could be wrong on that one. Are we there yet? Just so I don't accidentally go 100% north, I think we need to shift 45 degrees. It is time to enter Region 7. Yeah, you know about Turbo, just don't care enough to pay for it. Fair. Yeah, I'm a Prime subber myself. I like Prime subs because like I can drop like a big appreciate you sub on whoever I appreciate the most that month. I'm gonna get there way before you. Yeah, if you had a goat mount, I think you could still beat me. But you know, being already embarked really helps. But yeah, anyone who's streaming who wants to join me, the fastest way is probably to hop on a goat if you can, run straight up here, raft across here, and then goat your way across over here, avoiding the snowy peaks. Other than that, the safest way to travel, hop on a raft from here, go around the edge, and sneak in through the lake I'm planning to sneak through. Like, I've fully committed to the spot we're going for at this point. Goat is slower than running? Well, damn. Why would you get a goat? What's the... does the goat carry cargo? The deer runs at player running speed. Do they not run out of stamina? Like... carries passenger and a little cargo. Okay, okay. I think that's pretty weak sauce, honestly. Infinite stamina. 1x cargo slot. 2 1x cargo slots. That's weak. Goats can carry a small amount of cargo. I don't know, like... I don't mind going slow when I'm carrying cargo because I don't intend to go far. But 2 1x cargo slots is like almost perfect for like the initial settlement crafting areas. Because when we get there and we start dropping like our crafting stations, are you not going to show me? Is it because I'm on a boat? Alright, we're going to Elverin. Elverin? Is that the name of the region? The regions have names. Rad. Yeah, I guess I can't see like the crafting stations while I'm on a boat. Okay. Come on. Where am I? Still heading northeast. Maybe a little more this way. I'm on a boat and I'm going fast and got a nautical theme pashmina firelight hat. In case if you're wondering about the outfit, which is like this lovely cloth firelight mix, wearing a full cloth set, you get attacked by a jackal. Like, if you fight stupidly, you lose like a one-on-one. If you're just like square up, box only, final destination, and you fight that jackal, you've got like a 50-50 chance of losing that fight. But I like the crafting gear bonus. I don't like changing my clothes a lot. So I just put on like a couple of hardcore armor pieces so that like if I get attacked by a jackal, like I can be lazy and fight him stupidly and still live. How's BitCraft turning out for you? It's turning out good. I'm really enjoying BitCraft. Bringing the community together. I'm vibing. I've got a sprained finger and it's resting pretty well. Although I'm not gonna lie, some WASD controls would be really nice for my injured finger. You've got an uncommon T2 Claymore, so you can usually do fine with just woven. Yeah. Damn. I haven't decided what weapon I want to get. So like for raw DPS, Claymore seems like the way to go. Like, as far as I understand it, it's just the biggest numbers, right? But my biggest concern with our settlement is for the poor noobs. Like, I think they might get eaten by toads. So I want to protect them from the toads. Like, options there. One, I can get a crossbow. That way I can join in the fight sooner, but it'll do low damage. Option two, I could go spear and shield. Those generate a lot of aggro and they have a lot of defense. So I can get the attention on me and save them that way. Option three, I could go mace, which can occasionally stun an enemy, which can probably save a noob's life so that like I can stun them and they can get away. Like then they can outrun the jackals or the get out of range of the teratoads. You don't mind protecting newbies if I'm online? Yeah, I figure that's gonna be the responsibility of like the higher levels. Because I think in our village we're gonna have people who just wanna, you know, live their life while being attacked by toads. Without being attacked by toads, maybe. And I am kind of plopping them in a slightly harder than the easiest, like, location, you know? You could build a passage, maybe? Yeah. We could build a road to the ocean. I think that might have to come up. 1/4 mile at a time. I don't know how roads work yet. You're back. So what's the plan going so far north? The plan... Okay, I can see the settlements. Nobody's claimed here. But... sorry, I was looking for F2? The Empire Grid? Oh, it was regular 2. Okay, yeah, somewhere around here. Because this area is a lot of snowy peaks and mostly pine forest. Like, we tested the viability of, like, the pine forest last stream to see if, like, we could live there or if it was, like, mandatory we needed to be in, like, the calm forest. You might lay a settlement on the coast later, make a cozy port. That's a good idea. As a joke, you were referencing a movie. What movie was that? 1/4 mile at a time. Is it the Green Mile? Is it 8 Mile? Those are the 2 movies I know about miles. Fast and the Furious series. Nice. I have a friend who just absolutely loves those movies. Like, too much. Am I gonna hit the peninsula? Nah, I'm gonna go right over it. Perfect. Due to lack of funds, you end up choosing Palia for your blacksmith, the MMORPG. Alright, well, in 6 months this one will be free, so you won't have to choose. And so, yeah, you got that going for you. But yeah, I can totally understand. Palia didn't click for me. There was a lot of potential for the end game, but it took way too long to get to the end game of Palia. Was that the time frame? 6 months? You thought you saw a year or 2? Maybe they stretched it out? I thought 6 months they were leaving early access and going 1.0. And I think at that point they would do the reset and switch to free to play. It says 1 to 2 years. I believe you. For the record, I believe you. I just want to read it for myself. Approximately how long will this game be in early access? We don't know. I guess they announced it in their news or on like their Discord. I think they kicked around the idea of 6 months at one point. But thank you, I'll stop spreading misinformation. But if it's in this state for 1 or 2 years, man, I'm really gonna have to dedicate my life to the Empire, aren't I? Yeah, it's just the price we have to pay. Like, the goal for me was to play for like a month or 2, get the Empire going, running smoothly, and then like the most dedicated citizen, I will just grant them Empire ownership. I hope that's possible. Is that a thing you can do? Can I just give them the crown? I am a variety streamer, and I gotta get in on the next new hotness, you know? The developers have not provided a specific timeline for EA, including it could be several years. 6 months for the possible world reset. Oh, okay. But they will only do a reset if they absolutely need to. You can transfer ownership and grant co-ownership. Oh, okay. So, popularity contest at some point. Let me eat these fish. Almost starved. So at the end of our series, like in the last couple of weeks, I will co-owner with somebody. Then whoever is most passionate about running the Cozy Empire, I will give them the Cozy Empire. And you know, if this stream manages to make a boatload of money and get me lots of new viewers and cool people in our community, we'll come back after early access and we will just go absolutely nuts and build the best cozy empire we can. Maybe in the deep desert like a bunch of psychopaths. If they do a reset, they're letting people keep skills too. That is a very good point, and it always deserves mentioning because the skill grind is so hard. Like, the Emperor of the Ottoman Empire, he should be about level 60 in scholarship. Like, he's in the 50s last I checked. Like, maybe he made it to 60. But he's been playing, like, every waking hour since the game came out. And has been doing exactly, like, one job. And so let's say he put in, I don't know, 70 or 80 hours now. That feels about right for him. The one job crew is crazy. I can't do it. Well, I couldn't do it. Now that we're going to have an empire, I think we can do it. But like, man, it was like the saddest day of my life when I hit level 20 and I'm like, ooh, I'm so ready to make some ingots. I've mined my ore, mashed it in the goop, and I get ready to throw it in the furnace, and it's like, you need tier 2 firewood. And I'm like, excuse me? Yeah, like, my rough wood don't burn enough for you? It's wood, it all burns the same. Well, that's not true, but it burns mostly the same. If you need it to cook hotter, you would put it in the kiln. And wood all burns the same in the kiln. For sure. Your specialization is carpentry? Nice. I think I need at least 3 skills. The game's telling me what skills I need. Because it's telling me to sit at the nerd desk and smith. Because like those were the 2 jobs I was kind of falling into anyway. And then just by some miracle coincidence, when I was making my tier 2 tools, those were the only 2 that like got the bump up to uncommon. And those are really good ones to have as uncommon. And so the game's like, I don't care what you want to be. You're a nerd and you're a smith. Why don't you go make some silicon chips? Make graphics cards. All your gathering ones got uncommon? Which is sick? That seems very uncommon. Also crazy. Also, what happened to the screen there? It went all aquamarine. Okay. .68% of the world. At this point, like I think when we started setting sail, we hit 0.5%. And so 0.2% of our traveling, 2/7 of our traveling has been nothing but ocean. It gets worse. As tier 3, like timber requires tier 2 nails, the slab requires tier 2 planks, etc. You have to buy stuff like sandpaper from Roomba. Need 15 chisels trying to get uncommon. Ooh. You want to map 100% of the world. I want you to map 100% of the world. I thought there was a really high chance I was gonna get World Explorer from this sailing trip. And honestly, I'm a little hurt I'm not that close. We saw a World Explorer 3 in town. What does it take to be World Explorer 3? %5 of the world. 10% of the world, 20%. World Explorer X is 100% of the world. Yeah, you saw him? You were impressed, right? That's the highest number World Explorer I've ever seen. Have y'all seen Diamond's World Map website? I sure have. It was essential in finding our dream region, which, by the way, is just north. I think when we land, we might go back to in-game music. Land ho, right? That's it. Like, I think it's right around this outcropping here, right? No, it's not. What is that outcropping? There's no outcropping, it just keeps going up. Yeah, there we go. We go that way until we see a river. We really want to enter through, like, the river because we want to, like, verify sailability. Because I think rafts can kind of stair step going upriver, right?